Alright, hey y'all. I'm back with I think this is part 5 of this anchor page. I'm gonna have, this is my sharpener that I use. Little sharpener that I got from Walmart. If I can get it to stick. I'm gonna be using the same pencils as before. And let's do this here jellyfish. Well, yeah, we'll do the jellyfish. And I took heed of how I was doing my videos because I realized that filming it upside down was a little, it wasn't visually, it didn't look good visually. So I got it on the side. I don't know how much of the paper I'm going to be able to get in frame doing the close-ups, but it'll have to do for now. Alright, so we're going to do this color here. And like I said before, these pencils here don't have a name or number. But we'll work with what we have, right? So if you hear anything in the background, it is Food Network. And it is Guys Grocery Games. I just finished catching up on The Magicians. Really like that show. And I don't really feel like catching up on anything else right now, so got it on Food Network. Something I can listen to without actually watching. I'm gonna have to go back in here and get that fin. See how I didn't get that fin right there? Definitely have to fix that. Alright. Alright, so we have that color. I guess we'll stick with blues. I tend to like to do my pages and keep my animals on this monochromatic for some reason. Oh, look at that. I wish I could. Oh, guys. Alright, here we go. And it gives a pretty decent point. I like that sharpener. I think it was about $6, $7. I had got an electric one, but I really didn't like that, and I'm not ready to spend any big bucks on a sharpener right now. So I said, well, let me go back to the old school and get those type of sharpeners that used to be in classrooms back in the day. You know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. So guess what I watched today, since, you know, this is not going to be a video that has music over it, because I told you all that I couldn't find a site yet where I can get the type of music that I want to play. So I'll just wait until I can find one before I start adding music to these videos. So anyway, I was watching, before the Magicians, I was watching Pootie Tang. And I don't know if any of y'all have ever seen Pootie Tang, but that movie cracks me up. Tippy Tow, Tippy Tay. And you got Wanda Sykes, and if you don't know who she is from her comedy, let me fix this this fish, because it's bothering me. That fin is just like chilling there uncolored. I don't like that at all. Let me take care of that. But yeah, one of the sites is in it, and she plays. Now she's not the biggest man. The movie is a Chris Rock movie. He plays two characters in the movie, and then you got the main character who's Pootie Tang. Anyway, I like one Sykes character, Big Shorty. She cracks me up in that movie, just dancing all the times. And then of course, you got Pootie Tang, who doesn't, speak. He doesn't speak regular words. He just speaks in like made up words, like tippy tow, tippy tay on the tippy line and stuff like that. Oh, it cracks me up. I can't even tell you. So as soon as I saw that on, I had to watch it. I just had to. Don't pass go. Do not collect $200. Stop and watch some Pootie Tang. So now I'm gonna just do some blue up in here. Now let me get these little bubbles here, or circles up in here. Yeah, I like movies like that. Some people don't get why I like it, but I find it funny. I give most movies a chance, though. I'm not really all that picky about the movies that I watch. If it's funny and it entertains me, then it's a good movie in my book. Yeah, so I had to go sharpen that. That's the only thing about that sharpener, is you can't really see. It doesn't have an automatic stopping point, so you can't really see how much you're sharpening. That's something I'm going to have to get used to, sharpening a little bit and looking at it instead of trying to feel to see if the point is there. But yeah, weird, not weird, but just, you know, movies like that I like. Hootie Tang. Vampire in Brooklyn, that's a good one. I like that movie. That's the Eddie Murphy movie. Angela Bassett's in it. I don't know his real name. I only know him as Lance from Lance from the Cosby Show. That played Charmaine's boyfriend. When I see an actor, I think I've said this before, but if not, it's not going to be my last time saying this to y'all. But when I see someone on TV, whatever the first thing I've seen them from is usually how I remember them. And I'm not one of those people that, you know, like, oh, I can never see someone else doing this role and this and that and whatever. You know, I'm not that going with it, but it's how I remember them, and that's how I remember this guy. I remember him from the Cosby Show, playing Lance. Charmaine's, what was her name? Charmaine Taisha Brown, something like that. Anyway, he's in the movie. He was also in not Poetic Justice. That movie with Jada Pinkett Smith. Well, whatever movie that was, he was in that movie, and he was on the TV show House of Pain. Anyway, he's in that movie, and Angela Bassett is in the movie, and it's just about Angela Bassett's having these dreams, and she paints her dreams, but she doesn't know that they're not just dreams. They're visions, and it's because her mother was bit by a vampire, and so she's part vampire, and Eddie Murphy character, it comes to find her because she's supposed to be his mate. And and it also has Dwayne Wayne from A Different World in it, and he plays the ghoul. I believe that's what he's called in the movie. And also John Witherspoon that plays Pops from the Friday movies. So it's a funny movie. I liked it. I mean, if you go on to and you look for the ratings for the movies, it's gonna have a low score. I think it only has like 1, maybe 2 stars, but you know, whatever. Was it the best movie? No, but it was entertaining, and that's what I want in a movie. Can you entertain me? I found it entertaining, so I watch it all the time. Whenever it comes on, I'm right there. And I think it was done around the time he was doing not Coming to America. I think Coming to America came before this movie, but you know, it's not a new movie. It's definitely in the 90s, maybe in the 80s. But if you're scrolling through Netflix and you want to try something different to watch, or you know, it's Halloween time and you want to watch something that's a little different, but you don't want to really be scared, but you want to watch something that has to do with typical Halloween themes, vampire themes, then that would be, you know, a good option, I think. So yeah, I'm using this purple now. And I'm just gonna do this top part, I think. And maybe try to blend this out a little bit towards the bottom. Eddie Murphy, you know, he tried to do some different things with his movies. You know, I don't watch too many of them. Actually, the ones that people probably always watch and love and you know, can watch it multiple times are probably the movies that I don't. Like, I don't watch, what is it? The Clumps, where he's fat. And I think he had two of those movies, one with Janet Jackson and one with Jada Pinkett Smith. And I don't watch those movies. I saw them when they came out and they were, you know, good and all, but I don't rewatch those movies. What's that other movie he had with Rasputia, I think the character name is? I don't rewatch that movie. Again, it was okay, but you know, if it's on, my husband likes that movie, so if it's on, sometimes he'll watch it and I'll watch it with him. But it's not a movie that I go and rewatch and be like, oh, I want to go see. Let's put in, you know, that movie. He had that movie, Dr. Dolittle, another movie that I don't particularly rewatch. I don't rewatch any of those. So, you know, I watch his older movies. I can watch over and over again, like the Beverly Hills Cops movies. Let me make sure I'm not. You can see this. The Beverly Hills Cops movies and the Vampire in Brooklyn, like I said. And he had another movie that people are surprised that I like because they think it was stupid. They think it was a waste of money and a waste of time. And, you know, a lot of people haven't even heard of it, but I've watched that movie. I have owned that movie. I don't know what I did with it, but I did own that movie. I legit went out and bought the movie. And it was, I can't even remember the name of the movie now. But he was on, it took place on the moon. And I like that movie. He owned a bar on the moon. And like there was a colony of them of people on the moon, and people was living on the moon. Now people was still on Earth too, though. It wasn't like Earth was abandoned or anything. They just, you know, colonized the moon. I like that effect better. I might have to go back in there with some purple on this here and see what if I can bring that down a little bit. I like that. So he's on there and he finds out that someone is buying a property on the moon and they want his bar and he doesn't want to sell. And so they try to force him to sell. And, you know, he's not having it. And so they blow up his club and things, and he's out to find out who it is. And then dun dun dun, it's himself, aka a clone. So I found it to be a fun movie. I think even he thought was a little ashamed of the movie. And I don't get that. Like, you created a movie, you liked it, and just because other people didn't like it, so what? It was your movie. You liked it. You thought it was going to do well. It made sense for you at the time. Who cares if anybody else like? Well, I know you care if anybody else liked it because it affected his pockets, but you try, you live, you learn. And, you know, I found it to be a pretty fun movie. It's been a while since I've seen it because they don't play it on TV. And like I said, I don't know what happened to my copy. It got lost when I moved. And I don't know what happened. And it's only temporary. I will replace it at some point because I like that movie. So yeah, I like his movies that other people tend to write off. Those are the movies that are good to me. So that is my jellyfish right there. I like that. I wish I had did that purple all the way down here. Left this purple here like I have it now. Because I'm gonna add some pink in that purple up top just to give it a little more dimension. But I wish I had thought of that when I was doing that bottom part. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this background just yet. So that's something I need to think about. So that's why I usually use the term weird, because people tend to think that is weird, that I like the movies that I like. But like I said, if it's entertaining, I'm all for it. Oh, there we go. Just had to do a little lighter color. I'm gonna bring this down a little bit. Get a little multicolor action going on. Yeah, but I found that movie to be fun. I don't know what people were talking about. Oh, man, I wish I could remember the name of that movie. Anyway. And then they had Police Academy on a couple of days ago, and I watched that. And Revenge of the Nerds was on like a couple of weeks ago too, and I watched that. And I used to watch those Revenge of the Nerds movies. But we were talking about Eddie Murphy. Let's stay on Eddie Murphy movies, right? Let's do that. And what do y'all think of Golden Child? I like the Golden Child movies. Now, every now and then, I'm recording on my phone, so it likes to focus and refocus. So, excuse the phone. And I don't know if you can tell from the phone, but some of this is not blending the way I want it to be. So I'm just going to go in and make sure I smooth these out. Um, but yeah, Golden Child, I like that one. And that's another one where I guess some of these movies will be considered cult classics. Where it didn't do well in the box office, but you know, people watched them once they hit TV and Netflix and stuff. And Golden Child I think would fall into that category. We like the part where he's in the temple and you know they spinning the log and he's like, I want the knife, please. And it's such a simple line, but it's a good one. I always thought that her father looked like one of the guys from Revenge of the Nerds, but apparently that wasn't him. So next we're gonna work on this turtle here. Alright. So now we're gonna do this turtle. So yeah, we were talking Eddie Murphy movies. I think that's pretty. I mean, he has a lot of movies, but I think those are the only ones I've really watched. Now he got eyes on the side here that I don't know what I'm gonna do with. I might black them out. Gonna have to think about it. But yeah. Oh, yep, and you got of course you have the classic Coming to America with King Jaffe Jaffer and Matt Dawes. They got the golden arches, and I got the golden arch. Those are the type of movies that I tend to buy when I buy a movie. Movie I'm most looking forward to. Now look how small that is. I don't know. Anyway, that I'm looking forward to right now is Black Panther. Oh, yes. Angela Bassett and some others in that movie. It's gonna be a pretty good movie, I think. You know, if Angela Bassett's in it, it got to be pretty decent, right? If Angie's in it. I done gave her a nickname and stuff. But, you know, she makes I like her movies. I like her, she tends to pick pretty good movies and projects, I should say. She's in that new show 911, but I haven't watched that yet. She's done some good work. She played, who did she play? She played, I think she played both Malcolm X's wife, Martin Luther King's wife, the mother in the Jackson movie, Tina Turner, of course. She's been on TV in that American Horror Story, which I won't even get into because I don't watch that show. That show is a little too much for me. I'm out of sorts when it comes to that show. I'm like, what am I watching up in here? And I think what really got me was the season when they had Lady Gaga. That first episode, let me tell y'all, I was like, oh no. I'm not going to be able to be down with this. So that was my last foray with American Horror Story. And I haven't seen it since. So y'all won't be getting any of those conversations with me. Like, have y'all been watching that? And stuff like asking for updates. Oh no, I don't need no update on those. That is not my bad at all. And that's saying something, because like I said, I watch just about everything, but I can't get down with that show. I'm waiting on my other show to come on. It might have came on already. And I have to catch it on demand now that I'm thinking about it. I'm going to have to look it up and see if it's on there. And that's Power. Because that's a good show right there. And I wasn't watching it at first. But again, you know, you're home and you want to watch something and it's on demand. And actually, I think my husband might have told me about that show too. And because he watches it. And so that's a show that we watch together a lot. The Have and the Have-Nots have came back on. And I haven't watched that yet. That's on demand. And I'm going to have to catch up with that. Yeah, I like that turtle. Came out pretty good. So since we're doing on this side of the page and the camera seems to be working well, let's go ahead and do this here. I believe it's a squid. Like I said, I'm trying to balance out these colors here. But you only got so many colors. Here's the thing. There was supposed to be a lot of colors in this pack, but it really isn't. So there's not much variety that I can do. So we'll have to see what I can come up with. But I definitely don't want to make it red because I already got 2 red elements over here. I already got the purple. You know, the water's blue. And you got this here yellow right there. So what am I going to do? I guess I can make some orange and I wonder how this orange and this pink will look together. Let's test that out real quick. That pink is not gonna work. Okay. I don't want that. Well, we have a peachy color. Let's do that. Let's see if we can work with that. Okay. So, yeah, we have a few shows that's coming back on. I'm up here talking about movies and TV shows. All because I told y'all that Guys Grocery Games is playing in the background. So this is like a peach color. It's supposed to be like a peach color. And it's kind of peachy. But I'm probably gonna leave that a little light and then come back and darken this part up because I darkened that part. Gonna lightly go over this with this orange and see what we get. And some of these pencils are very pigmented. Well, not very pigmented, but pigmented pretty well. They go on pretty fast and easily. And then some of them you just gotta work hard with to get what you want. That's not too bad. It actually blends in quite nicely with that peach color. And go down and darken. Try to dark up the tips and then lighten it up as I go up. And I'm gonna have to change the color of this this anchor and probably go in with a darker gray because you can't really see it. It looks lost in the picture. It looks like I didn't color it. So I'm definitely gonna have to do something about it. These little creatures be killing me with these eyes. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do with these eyes? I mean, you can only black them out so many times before it looks like you're not trying. Like I made his yellow, but I blacked out. I left white. I tried to do gray on one of them. I don't know. Okay, so then I'm gonna go back in with this peach and just go over all the color. And with this peach here, blend everything out. So that is a squid. And I'm not too upset with that. I mean, it's close in color a little bit to the seahorse and the crab, but not so much that your first thought is, why are there three red creatures clumped together, and draws your eye instantly to that. So, and that's what I wanted. So I'm gonna be content with that. So let's bring it down a little bit. Let's work on this ghost right here. And I told you all I was gonna keep these ghosts really simple. I'm gonna go in with 2 blues. And we just gonna make this ghost here. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see how many ghosts we have on this picture. We have 3. Well, I can't make him blue because he's blue. And I don't really want to make that one blue because that one's blue. But I think I am going to make it blue because... Let me think. This one's going to have to be red to balance out this red right here. I think I make another guy red over here. So that will make blue and then another color that I gotta look up because I can't remember if... Oh, orange. There was an orange one, I think. Because like I told you all, I want to keep these looking like, unless it's doing a theme color, like a monochromatic page, which I haven't done yet. Well, I have actually, somewhat. Because I showed y'all, I think I showed you my, see that's my swan page that's coming along pretty nicely. And that's kind of monochromatic. It's coming out pretty good. But, let's put this ghost back in frame. So unless I'm doing something like that, I'm gonna keep them in Pac-Man colors. Cause that's the gamer in me. The gamer in me is like, hey, as soon as I saw these ghosts, that's the first thing I thought of was Pac-Man. And I said, oh, let's play Pac-Man. He may not even have played Pac-Man. But it's what I thought of. So that's the theme I'm going to keep on bringing to these pictures until, you know, something else sparks a little inspiration. Okay, so there's our ghost right there. You might as well take care of this little guy here. And let's do him. No, let's not even bother with him right now because we need to stay on point with these fishing things. So I'm going to use purple real quick. Let's get another light purple. So I got two purples. I'm going to go in with this light purple. And we're going to do purple up in here. And I'm not sure what this fish is, but I'm going to call it a piranha because it got the teeth and everything. So that's what it looks like to me. So that is what it shall be. And I want to do a light purple and gray scheme with this monster fish here. Smooth that out a little bit. A little bit. So we have two purples. And then I want to go in with a gray. And another gray. So I'm going to go in with my light gray first. Well, let's take care of these teeth. We're going to use this here. We up on 45 minutes right now. We're going to get these teeth taken care of. Okay, there's our teeth right there. Now we're gonna go in with that. Is this my light gray? Yeah. With the light gray, and take care of and I wanna bring that out a little bit. Oh, you can't even see my piranha. I'm up here coloring and y'all can't even see it. Ooh. Okay. Alright. And my battery is dying, so I got to stop soon anyway. But there's my piranha. There he is in the frame. Huh. Lord, I tell you. I would have colored this whole thing had I not been paying attention and thinking that I was in frame and uploaded it and everything. So, we're gonna make sure we catch up in here. And I'll come in later when I'm touching up the anchor and when I'm touching up the anchor and things and fix up in here in his mouth, because I don't know if I want to make that mouth red in the inside, pink, make it dark in there, black it out, or probably gray it out, which is what I'm thinking, but I don't want to make that decision right now. So we'll just leave it as is and just take care of, you know, his outer elements right now. All right, so that's our light gray. And then we're gonna go in with this dark gray. Okay, so, and then I'm gonna go back in. I want to darken this up a little bit. All right. Pootie Tang would say, Sadate. I think we got it. And I'm just gonna go in one more time with this purple and just catch some of this up a little bit. But I'm happy with it. Happy with that a lot. Well, not a lot, but I'm happy with it. All right. So we did the piranha. We did a ghost. We did a jellyfish. And we did a turtle. And that is part 5. Thank you all for joining me. Hopefully we'll be able to finish this up in maybe 2 more parts. What y'all think? We can hope. Until next time. Bye.